continue where I left off. I haven't fucking stopped recording at all while the other video is uploading. It's continuous. It does not stop for shit. And I don't get sleep anymore, hardly. Quit hitting me in the heart. Blame 2401 Moffett Street, they said in their circle jerks too. The ones that moved out with Melissa Kruithov in them. That they all know who's hitting me too and they're aiding and abetting it. Same thing with the people that are circle jerking on Glade Street that were living in share houses. That moved away as soon as they got the USB drives to the computer. The way that my camera's like warped and turning is literally how they emulate the torture that I go through when they're making me all dizzy and shit. And I call it like an Alice in Wonderland mapping because it makes your body confused and disoriented really badly. And it confuses you badly about who's doing what. All these body movements are them mapping me. It's not my body. This is them controlling it. They're doing a skin suit mapping where it feels like my skin's stretching through my fucking bones. Kind of like wearing stockings or some shit, but it's your skin and then like they're pulling it too damn tightly that it's tearing through. Quit hitting me in the heart! I'll kill that bitch and their fucking family. They're working out with no, they're doing it with Davises. They're mapping with the Davises and the old people. And Wadsworth and all the other old people on Olita. Get them off or you're next. Get them off! It's a grown man saying Colbert died. Get the Luna family. They know who some of them are, too. They're raging pedophiles and serial killers, too. Hurry up, Northwood. Hurry up, the entirety of Northwood. You know who all's doing what. And Inwood and Davisville Road. And Judson. Get them off. They hit me harder with Judson. With the air shit in the chest. Tell Ashley and Cody Beavers to figure out who's doing what. Because they're my age group. And those people are running shit too. They live on Moffett next door to Butre. And Humberto Morales, who likes to threaten Hector Rosales. They like to clip my arms together and control them all together. Also ask Hines what's going on the corner of Glade Street. His name's David Hines. Because he's not being microwaved at all. And he sounds just like Richard next door. They don't dually attune. They hate each other. Because he's his handler. There's a Hicks at the very back of the railroad tracks on Davisville Road. They were pretending to be military, and they were literally microwaving the fuck out of people and emulating people dying by fucking helicopter bullets and shit. He's related to the mayor, Mark Hicks, who's been fully aiding and abetting the trafficking ring. They all own microwaves. I told them to Coffee City, Texas, this fucking town, and they didn't break up the fucking police departments. Because they're fully aiding and abetting every step of the way against the government and the planet. While pitting everybody and everybody against each other. And then blaming me for it. Get off my heart. Get the women too. Get the women too, because they're psychopaths too. You're old enough to fucking rip that computer away from them. Hurry up. Quit acting like you can't do shit. Unplug it. Unplug it. They broke the breaker to our house. My dad had to literally switch the fucking switches. He had to go and order the parts to fix it. They know how to block it out. They know how to turn off the switches to their house. They know how to unplug shit. They're not handicapped. You're not handicapped, and neither is your child. Quit hitting me in the heart. Some of them don't live in town IRL either. So make sure to hold them accountable. Hit the fat bald motherfuckers! They said they're the ones. Through telepathy. Get off my heart. Every computer registers somebody IRL. Which means they're literally going to have to parse through every fucking computer that exists. But they're beings. He's like, ha 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 ha. And it's kind of breathy. There's two different layers. There's the loud ones that are broadcasting, that are covering for people. There's the ones that are in my ear, and you can only hear them whenever you put your finger in your ear. And then there are the quiet ones that try to pretend that they're not doing shit. That are doing the most. There are layers to the torture, the ones that like to hide behind. I'm not blaming the Thompson women at all, or their intermaritals. I blame the men before the women, always. Because they gave him the frequencies and they let them get the computer and they let him pass it out. Trisha gave the splice coding. So that they wouldn't fucking plug the shit in unless they absolutely needed it. She was smart about it. Everybody else was stupid. Inside of my heart still feels wet in the lung cavity. They're doing this shit to my hand. They're mocking how Devin used to do this hand thingy, so more than likely they're his age. My brother is like 7 years older than me, so he'd be like 39, 40 years old. They're doing a surf thingy. Get off my heart. Hit them in their sensitive place until they unplug the computers. To protect yourself. And the faggots that don't want to quit for shit. They're hardcore fucking lesbians. They hide underneath me and shit, and I hate them. They're calling me a fucking faggot. Fuck you. They're not just fat. They're all shapes and sizes and age groups and fucking ethnicities. Get the Indian people too. Or they're pretending to be Mexican and shit. Get off my heart. Go all the way up to where Flamingo Bingo is and start figuring out who's doing what. They need to go and order house by house. Don't be stupid. Start with Trisha's original friend group too. Because they're problematic as shit. Like the discount Micahs and the fucking Andys. The people that sound like Sheriff Andy, and then the fucking Micahs that were grooming themselves to her being honeypots and shit. And the people that were my aunt and uncles and family members' relays originally. Because they know a lot. They know a lot. And they like to hide under everybody else. They're instigating me mentally, telepathically to have snap reactions on people and to say bad shit. But all I'm telling them to do is hit them hard enough until they unplug the computers. Just like they hit them hard enough to scare the fuck out of them, hit them hard enough until they unplug the computers. Because then they won't hesitate. They said blame Lewis's. And then they said blame Murphy's. But IRL, those are like the only names that they recognize. There's a lot more names. And intermaritals. They said blame Montgomery and them. And Hughes's. And Williams's. Last name, IRL. In the back half of Jane Street where 1205 Jane is. Because they know everybody there too. And the people that know Kiera and Tierra. And the girl that pretended to be my nurse. That sounds like her IRL whenever they were being in willful denial of me at Woodland Heights after my shit ruptured. They're mapping me. Her family. And the black girls that were with her. Who are they? They're the ones that were talking to the charge nurses trying to get them to be in willful denial of me with other people. They're aiding and abetting it. They turn their volume up IRL. I can hear her volume fading out, like she's moving away IRL, but their family members are probably sitting down mapping me and hiding underneath them. They're shooting air pockets, microwave air pockets where my large intestine is and where the uterus is. And they're threatening ruptures and stuff. And she's saying, I'm attenuating pup. And she talks like that constantly. She's a narcissist and psychopath. See, 16 minutes in. If they're saying gum, it means come. When they say gum, it means come. In sex and pedophilia and serial killing. Anything that's negative. Because they're demons. In people's bodies. Somebody's slowly demapping my chest. And those are the sick people that like to play it out and drag it out as long as possible. And they're emulating intent to drag it out as long as possible. Like they're emphasizing it. They like to pretend to be court and counties. Go after them, please. Because he's on the left side of my ear. And he was like, okay, then I think they're the ones that are trying to drag it out with their intent. Stuart Smith is hyper mapping. I know him, and he was like trying to get it in with an attorney general to buy his way out of prison way back when I was vomiting blood. When they were hitting me in the gallbladder. But he was aiding and abetting every step of the way. That's his voice, and I recognize it. He likes to live vicariously through my Uncle Stuart. And he was trying to be his relay. Pretending. He didn't actually help him do shit, though. So he likes to like hide underneath my Aunt Maudie and Uncle Stuart and them. And then the guy that's with her likes to pretend to be Anthony Doss.